What is up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Jumping on live, doing an early stream today. All right, we are good. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome. So what's going on, brother? How's everybody doing? So a little bit off today. We're gonna have an early stream. I was like, you know what? Instead of waiting till later on, I'm sure a lot of people will watch the video after the fact, so that's perfectly fine. Milady has been absolutely going crazy this morning. Going crazy. Broke out of the fib retracement, and we're gonna cover a lot of things here. But you can see basically this thing is just, it was hitting its head on the top of this fib retracement right here at the 99, which we pretty much already called that was going to be a big spot for resistance. But I mean, it pretty much after this next retestment, this thing just broke through and it just kept breaking through. What's going on, TJ? You can see this thing. I mean, it broke. It hit its head exactly on this the 10-1 that I had marked up as of resistance. Kind of bounced. Needed to retest it a couple times, broke right through, didn't even acknowledge the next spot for resistance, and kind of found support beautifully above this 1050 mark, you can see. And then from there on, we kind of broke through the next spot for some support or resistance. We did test it one time at the 11, got rejected, came back, bounced, confirmation that we were going to find this 10.5 as some support. And you guys can see from there, we broke up all the way to the 11.6. I am going to fix this fib retracement, but I wanted it to look dramatic because this thing is looking, Milady's looking good right now. Looking good. Real quick, before we even start off, make sure you guys are hitting that like, and let's just jump right into this. So for Milady, we're going to get into Bitcoin here in a second, but look at the market cap. Market cap jumped up all the way to almost $82 million, guys. Remember, just a month ago, looking at the market cap, just a month ago, we were at what, $50 million? Even farther, if you really bounce back, this is just for the week. If you look back a month ago, we were in the 30s. Look how much we have moved up in the last just month. We are up 100%, guys. 102% for Milady right now. We ate a zero. This is a big, this is big right here for us, right? You know, I know we just went through all this, like 2 or 3 months ago, and we jumped up and it was short-lived. I'm guessing this time around, it's not going to be short-lived, and this is the real deal here. We're going to be running up. So let's see here. X-Men, what is going on, brother? And Coin, what's up? Make sure you guys hit that like. Let's see here. Murat still spamming the Pitbull coin. I saw your comment in one of the videos the other day or yesterday or whatever. If you want, we'll check out Pitbull coin here in a minute. So looking at Bitcoin right now, you know what's crazy is Bitcoin is doing great, right? Doing great, but you would think, you know, Bitcoin's right now just topping 64,000 again. I mean, why not? Ladies is going crazy. But you can see two things. You remember the drawing that I drew last night? Look at this drawing that I drew, right? This was last night. This was just a scenario this was last night's stream. Just a scenario that I was saying that could possibly play out with Bitcoin, right? We jump up, make an all-time high, somewhere around 70,000. Sell the news of it after the halving. We kind of teeter-totter, find some support somewhere around the 66, 65,000. And then after a few weeks, we break up to a new all-time high, right? Well, look at the drawing real quick. This thing is literally bouncing and finding support on my drawing. That's kind of crazy, honestly. I think that's a little nuts. It's finding literally resistance at my drawing. So if this is the case, we'll see how it plays out. This drawing might stay on the boards here. This might be an epic, move right here for the history. People are going to be thinking that I'm a time traveler right there as well. So who knows? Let's see here. So X-Men said, bro, you see Crow Exchange selling discrepancies. Was checking how much I would make if I sold. They take so much of the top, like crazy amount. Didn't actually hit sell, but just checking. So X-Men, we covered this on crypto.com. So you know what's going on is right now that I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people are probably going to go through this as well. So on crypto.com, I can actually pull up my phone. You guys aren't going to see the screen, but I can see what it's saying. But right now, I guarantee our price on TradingView is at 11, right? I guarantee right now, I'm going to pull it up, but on crypto.com, it's probably at like the 14 right now, showing the 14 price. So what you're seeing in your portfolio is actually not exactly what you have in dollar amount. It's inflated. For whatever reason, crypto.com, they inflate their numbers on the coins. So I'm looking it up right now. So right now, Milady's is at 1172 on here. And you can see, so right now, Milady's is technically on crypto.com. It's like where this line is right here. So you're looking at your portfolio and it's up technically. Let me see here. At the 1172, it's up about 5%. So there's a 5% difference on the price point. So in all due reality, what I'm mentioning is that they're really not taking off the top. You think that they're charging like a 15% fee to sell. Technically, they are charging you a fee to sell, but the price that you're seeing isn't actually the actual price for Milady. So what they're doing is whenever they go to sell, they're giving you the actual price. They're not going to give you the price that they're showing you. So I know it sounds a little confusing, but unfortunately right now, if whatever you have, you technically have 5% less in your portfolio right now for Milady and for everything. They do it for everything on Bitcoin. But what's funny is if you do spot trading or you do option tradings on crypto.com, you pull up the Bitcoin chart and it's exactly to the T. They don't play around on that. But when you look at just the actual exchange and looking at Bitcoin, right now it's probably at 61.9 right now on crypto.com. Something crazy because they always give a 5% increase on all their prices when you're looking at their actual exchange. I don't know exactly why, but trust me, when I went and sold like a big bag not too long ago, it was like, up there, like $10,000 sale. And they freaking, I go to look and I'm like, what they charged me like, it was like $800 in fees, I thought. And I'm like, what? This is highway robbery. I was like, $800? And then I go to look, I was like, okay, they really didn't charge me that much. It was inflated like crazy on what I thought I had in my bag, but in all actual reality, it wasn't a lot less, but it was, 5% less. On top of, I believe they already charge you like a 5% fee to make the transaction. So let's see here. Soul said I'm a time traveler. I swear I'm not, bro. I'm not. I am not a time traveler. AI, what's up? Let's freaking go. We are going, bro. We are going. Milady is doing great. Now, real quick, I'm going to get to everybody's comments on here, but you can see for Milady, we are, like I always tell you guys, whenever we have these really big moves, you can kind of expect some kind of a dramatic retracement, right? And what we're focused on is where are we retracing? Where are we finding support? So a big thing, obviously, this spot right here, we haven't technically found it as support yet, right? This 11 mark. So it'd be nice if we come and bounce cleanly a couple candles, and just give us that confirmation, certainty that we're going to stay above this 11 mark. If it breaks this 11, obviously the next spot's going to be that 10-4 that we want to hold. We definitely want to make sure that, though, at least at the end of the day, even if we retrace like 10% or whatever it is, we at least hold this 10 mark right here. This is going to be the line in the sand that I would love to see us hold. Just the mental, fact that we just ate up a zero. We want to hold that, right? We want to hold that. Let's do it. Milady's is going to do that. So let's move our fib retracement up a little bit and update it. So, guys, everything's looking good. I mean, just take it in. Milady's right now is at $81 million market cap with almost a $10 million volume. The volume has been just kicking up. Like I told you guys, as we go, we're naturally just going to continue to build. We're going to get to these days where we're having 30, 40, $50 million volume days. Our market cap's going to be up in the hundreds of millions of dollars at that time. But we're going. We're slowly but surely going. We are. Now, let's see here. Where's Craig at? I know he's probably working, but since he would pop up day once here, he's probably working. Who knows where Craig is? Like I said, a lot of people, our normal crowd for the evening is probably going to watch the video later on. So it is what it is. Make sure we got 21 people in here and only 7 likes. What are you guys doing to me? Come on. Let's pump it up. Milady's is going crazy. Milady's is absolutely going crazy. Let's do this. Now, just looking at a couple of the other projects, let's see what's really going on today. Real quick, I got info. You know who just listed Dog with Hat on their exchange? Robinhood, but only in Europe. Robinhood just listed Dog with Hat on the Europe exchange, and everybody thinks it's going to be obviously coming over to the American exchange here soon. That's crazy. Dog with Hat has been going absolutely berserk recently. Let's pull up Dog with Hat real quick. No, I am a human. I am not a robot. Looks like Corgi AI is doing pretty good as well. Let's look up Dog with Hat real quick. Dog with Hat's about to be going absolutely crazy. Cat with Hat's been pumping. Let's see here. Look at this. Look at Dog with Hat. Broke $1.06. So Dog with Hat's actually it's going crazy right now because of it just got released on Robinhood in Europe. So bringing a lot more exposure. Believe it or not, people are still using a lot of Robinhood as far as for their exchange for trading. And from what I heard, Robinhood obviously already has a they already have a custodial wallet that you can use and stuff like that, so you can send and receive crypto and kind of manage your own your own crypto, right? Well, I'm hearing that they're about to be adding a bunch of swaps as well, so you can really jump onto DeFi using a Robinhood DeFi wallet as well. So Robinhood's setting up for some big moves in crypto, and they had to, right? Because Robinhood's probably been lagging behind a lot of exchanges because they really haven't been with the times. So looking at the crypto bubbles right now, everything, it's crazy because you have some really big movers. Pepe's up again another 25%. Looks like Axeler is up about 28%. Graph is up. Chills, Mana, Singular is doing really well today. We already said Pepe. Dog with Hat obviously is doing really good. Fetch, I'm seeing a lot of Singular is AI. Fetch is AI. Graph, I believe, is not AI, but for whatever reason, it's always associated with AI. So it is what it is. Jasmy's up 5%. But what I'm seeing is there's still a lot of red today. It's like a mixed bag, right? You have a lot of projects that aren't really doing too well today. I mean, they're kind of like in maybe a chill mode because Bitcoin technically is having some kind of a retracement as we speak right now, and that's going to affect Milady as well, as you can see. Bitcoin's always trying to hold us back, guys. Always trying to hold us back. When we start pumping, Bitcoin starts dumping, right? But it's all right. Like I said, the big thing for ladies right now that we're looking for is we're looking for where we're going to find some support, right? We broke this spot so far at the 11. We'll see this candle hasn't been done forming, but we'll see how this plays out. But most likely, like I said, we're going to probably find some support somewhere around this 10.4 or this next spot right here at the 10.2. Really, what we want to make sure is we're holding that 10 mark. Now, if we do break the 10 and we drop down to 99, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But because you guys can see how fast things are moving, right? So even if we retrace back towards the 99 mark, I think we'll be perfectly fine. All we need is another good day, and we'll be right back up here ripping these local highs for sure. So let's see here. I see. Thanks for the clarification. Felt like I was getting ripped off. No, trust me, everybody that sells on crypto.com, same thing, bro. It's like, trust me, I was like flipping out after I hit the sell button, because you look at what you have total in there, right? I made the sale, and I'm like, hell yeah, I made the sale, and I go back and it's down $800 from where it was right before I hit the sell. And I'm like, what in the hell? I'm like, no way they're charging that much for to make buy and sell shit on coin or crypto.com. Excuse my language, but I was fierce. I actually came on stream and I was like bitching and complaining that I just sold off on a big position, and I was like, bro, they robbed me. AI said more volume, the higher we go. Just it's $9 million in volume. Wait until we're doing 25 to 100 million in a day, which can happen like lightning. Exactly. Mark, what's going on? Nico, what's up? TJ, Dog with Hat has a picture of Milady on their website. Yeah, we covered that a few weeks ago. They definitely, I don't know exactly why, but they have like, it's weird. They have the ladies with the hat on. It's kind of, I don't know what it is, but it's a little bit of exposure. I wish they would put like Milady's on there, you know, so like people that are on their website, they can kind of see, you know, this is, but they probably don't want to promote another project that could be possibly competition for them. So who knows? Nico said he's up 64% on Spell, and Randy said what's going on. And Tux, happy day, 82 billion strong. Nice, bro. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's look at the rest of the market real quick and see what's going on. So Dogecoin is not doing too bad. Still kind of running on that run at around 12.5 cents. HBAR cooling off a little bit at around 11.4. Let's see here. Celsius, or whatever the hell this is called, TIA, kind of been stagnant recently. Nothing too crazy. Jasmy holding the gains over 2 cents. Like I said, for Jasmy, this is a big thing right here. If we can hold this 2 cents, it's just a big setup for us to really fly on this next run, running up to the 2.5 and the 3 cent. I think it's going to be very easy as long as they can hold this 2 cent mark. That 2 cent mark was a big spot for them to really break. So looks really good. Bunk has really been doing really well in the last like few weeks. Obviously, we all know that. You can see on a nice little run right now, sitting at around the 23, kind of holding in between these two fibs as support. You can see at the 0.5 and the 382. The 0.5 as support, the 382 has been a spot for resistance, somewhere around that 25 mark. So definitely a nice little cool off. Crazy that Bunk's market cap is all the way up over $1 billion right now. That's absolutely nuts. Myro up 16% today. You guys know I jumped in on Myro at like around 5 cents, so I've been just holding on. Not an enormous bag, but you know, just holding on. I think Myro, I told you guys this a while back, I think Myro can get up to $1. That's where I'm gonna sell Myro, or at least start looking for a sale, right? Bro, they added, holy crap, Myro added, never mind. Oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking something else. So for Myro, I think Myro can possibly get to $1 because for it to get to $1, it only technically needs to get up to about $900 million market cap, which I know that sounds absolutely crazy. It's at about $100 million market cap, so that's a 9x from where it's at right now. But just to think, Dog with Hat is up towards $1 billion. You have Pepe well over $1 billion. Bunk is well over $1 billion. I mean $1 billion for all these projects. So I think Myro can latch on to that success and possibly get up towards $1 billion and get up to that $1 mark. So something to look out on for Myro for sure. Fetch AI. This hurts. This hurts looking at Fetch AI. This was remember last night's stream, got emotional, and I told you guys, don't do what I did. I sold Fetch at freaking like 50 something cents just because I was up like 3x, and look what it is now. So that was a $20,000 mistake that I made. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That was a $20,000 mistake that I made. Don't sell early, guys. I'm telling you, just because you're up, you know, and it looks great and you're terrified that you're going to lose these gains, don't try to time the market. I'm telling you, don't try to time the market. Abus is asking about a Binance listing for Milady. So what I'm thinking for Abus about the Binance listing for Milady is I think it's 100% coming. I just think that Milady needs to build up the volume, right? So as we continue to build as a project and evolve, the volume's going to continue to move up, right? Right now we're at about $9 million in volume for the day. I think Binance it's going to really latch on and be forced to add Milady onto their exchange when we're having like $20 to $50 million a day volumes, right? Because you have to remember, these exchanges, they're making money off of transactions, buying and selling. Us, you know, the users, when we buy and sell on their platforms, that's how they're making money. They're also making money by holding, right? So crypto.com is the biggest holder of Milady. Imagine what their bags are looking like right now. Their bags have literally tripled in the last like month, 2 months, right? Just from holding Milady. So, I mean, just imagine eventually Binance is going to be forced, and I think Coinbase as well, they're going to be forced to list Milady because the demand is going to be there. Volume's going to be up there. You know, they're going to want a piece of this pie. But for right now, they haven't listed it yet. That's fine with us. Let them do that. Because eventually, whenever we can continue to still build up, imagine a month or two from now when we're up 3x, and then Binance now lists, you know, Miladies because they're forced to, right? Now imagine what that's going to do to our price range, our price action. We're already 3x up. That could be the catalyst for us to jump up 10x on Milady. And remember, saying 10x isn't far-fetched for this project. Think about it. We're at 79. We're at $80 million right now, right? A 10x would only have us up to $800 million. That's a fraction of what Bunk is right now. That's a fraction of what Pepe is right now. Think about that. Just us going up 10x right now, that's a fraction of a lot of what these other meme coins are already at right now. And we're not even in altcoin season, people. The possibilities are endless. The gains are going to be endless for this project. Free, what's going on? What is going on? He said, I'll take a Coinbase listen for Milady too. I think we all will, right? I think we all will. So yeah, Fetch, this is just I'm a big believer. I've been screaming buy Fetch since it was at 15 cents back here. This was in June of 2023. I was like, you guys better jump on this. You know, not giving out financial advice, but this is the plays that I'm on. This thing is going to actually go bonkers in this bull run. And you can see it's at almost $2 right now. It hurts. I'm telling you guys, it hurts. That was a big mistake on my end. Very big mistake on my end. Let's look. So XRP, a lot of, not a lot, but I've been seeing more talk about XRP, right? Now that it's kind of woken up a little bit. You know, it's finally above its 200 day. So I'll give it that I'm now switched from being short-term bearish to, I guess I'm short-term bullish on XRP. You guys know what I was saying at the time when it was down here. I was like, I'm short-term bearish on XRP because I'm forced to, because it's under the 200 day, right? So I'm a little bit bearish. It was hitting its head on the 200 day. That's a bearish move, right? But I said long term, I think XRP is going to be, you know, I think XRP is going to make some big moves in this bull run, you know. So I don't think it's going to do 100x or anything like that, because the market cap is absolutely like it's really high, you know. So but I do think it's going to definitely do a few x as far as in this next bull run, unless I was telling you guys, unless something crazy happens where a country is like, yeah, we're not going to use our currency anymore. We're going to use strictly XRP as our currency, like something dramatic like that. Then you'll see XRP jump up 10x. But I think honestly in this next bull run, or in the middle of this bull run, I think XRP possibly could see somewhere around $2.50 to $3. That's me being conservative. Right? So Arbitrum doing really well in the DeFi. As far as their volume, they've been freaking killing it. They've been competing with Solana, you know, with the big players as far as on, let's see here, on DeFi. So right now, DeFi Ethereum's volume is at around $2 billion. Solana is at 1.3. I don't know what the heck this blast is. This is a new layer 2 on Ethereum from what I've gathered. Binance 910 million, which is pretty low for Binance, and then we have Arbitrum at around 850 million. So Arbitrum is right there with Binance on DeFi. So I mean, this project, like I tell you guys all the time, this project's a layer 2 on Ethereum. This is going to be a big layer 2 project. I think it already is, but it's going to compete with it's going to continue to compete with that top spot with Solana and all those other projects. So a big project right here. And then believe it or not, ladies. So the contract's obviously on Ethereum. It's also on Arbitrum. So technically Milady's is traded on Arbitrum. Remember, Arbitrum's at layer 2 for Ethereum. So we want to see Arbitrum do really well in this you know, bull cycle for sure. I think it's just going to be nothing but a plus for ladies. ALI has been kind of stagnant recently. It's made a top over here at around the 6 cent mark, and you can see it kind of retraced back down towards around, I believe, around the 3.5 cents. And you can see since then it has started to want to move back up. It's really been hanging tight around this 4-cent error. I think in the long run, this thing's going to probably start boosting and going up towards the 6 cents, 7 cent mark. But for right now, it's really been stagnant. Doing all right for today, up 6%, but nothing compared to like what Fetch is doing right now. Fetch is absolutely going berserk. And look at Solana. Solana finally broke that 126 mark at around $137 and really hanging tight up there at around 130. Let me see here. I was looking to see if it's maybe formed some kind of a bear flag. It really hasn't, but look at, this is the 20-day SMA. Look how it just keeps confirming and bouncing off this 20-day SMA. As long as it stays above the 20, this thing is going to continue to make higher local highs as it continues to move up. But obviously right now, everything is watching what Bitcoin's doing today. Ethereum at around 3,400. But going back to Bitcoin, just because we're looking, Bitcoin right now, markets opened up about an hour and a half ago, so that's probably why we're seeing somewhat of a sell-off. It's either, when 9:30 hits, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, we usually see some kind of a either a big jump up, or we'll see some kind of a sell-off. It's like that initial market opening. The markets will kind of, whatever the case is, but at 9:30 the stock market opens up. That's because the ETFs, the inflows, outflows are starting to pump. And you'll see it kind of react as far as on the Bitcoin charts. So we did see somewhat of a little bit of a sell-off as the markets opened up, and it looks like we're trying to bounce back, right? We're trying to bounce back. I will tell you guys this right now. From where we're at right now, Bitcoin's at 61, we'll call it 61.3. If Bitcoin, and I'm saying today because we know in the next few days, next few weeks, we're going to be breaking these local highs. But if Bitcoin, as of today, maybe tomorrow, can break this 64, 63, 64, I think Milady's is going to start going absolutely crazy again, going on another run, especially because it's right now, we're already at that 10 mark. We're at that 10 mark. Hopefully we hold strong for this next pump with Bitcoin, and we'll kind of ride that wave and continue to make new local highs. Let's see here. Free said, I'm working from home while listening to you. Hell yeah, that's awesome, brother. Modesto said, I'll tell you yesterday, Arrow up 46%. What is it? We'll check that out real quick. And then Kid Talk, what's up, bro? The roof is on fire. Let's look up Arrow real quick. I believe we did look at that yesterday, I believe, right? Yeah, that's right. Aerodome Finance. Yeah, look at that. Broke above the fib that we had. I don't remember exactly what I said. I'll have to go and rewatch, but I'm pretty sure I was saying, obviously I always give you guys two scenarios, right? But I'm pretty sure looking at this chart, I would have probably said, as long as this thing's holding and finding support above this 20-day, it's probably going to continue to, continue its run. And you can see I just flipped from the 2 hours to the 1 hour just to kind of zoom in on the price. And you can see this thing is, it's still hugging, it is finding support, basically bouncing at the 20-day. So as long as it's holding and staying above this 20-day for the 1 hour, this thing is going to continue to move towards the upside. You can easily see that. So this run doesn't look like it's over with at all as of right now. Abus came with the kind words and said, you are the best. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much for joining us today. Nico, once Milady gets on Coinbase and Binance, we'll jump to 4 billion. Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. Just with that scenario I was saying, imagine, right now Milady's is around where it's at. And in the next 3 months, we obviously know we're going to probably continue to move up, right? Well, as long as no curveballs are thrown at the crypto market as a whole, right? We're going to continue to move up. And what I'm saying is it's okay right now that we don't have a Binance listing. It's perfectly fine. We'll naturally build up. And I think it would probably be better off if the Binance listing comes when Bitcoin's at $75 million and we're like a 2 or 3x from where we're at right now, because imagine the move that we're going to have when we're at, let's say the market cap's at 3x, that's about a $250 million market cap from right now. Binance lists us, does a Milady's listing. We could easily, at the very least, very quickly jump up to $1 billion just off of that right there. Boom. And I mean hold that $1 billion mark. That could be an easy catalyst for us to move up a quick 3 or 4x after we're already up 3x from where we're at right now. So let everything, like I've been telling you guys this for the last few months on Milady particularly, let it, hold on, sorry, I was reading something. For right now, just let it all play out naturally, right? Let it all play out naturally. Everything is going to come. It's going to play itself out how it's supposed to. So just all I can say is if in between now and, in the next few months, if you do have the chance, and we see some kind of retracements here and there, eat that dip and continue to dollar cost average in, right? Because even right now where we're at, I'm surprised someone hasn't asked me today, is this a good time to continue to buy? And I would say 100% this is still a beautiful time to buy. We're at $80 million market cap. That is pennies compared to where we're going to be when we see the high for Milady and this, the thick of the bull run. So Free said he's confused. Let's find out why Free is confused here. If we jump 4 billion, is that like a 50x? Well, let's find out. Let me pull out my calendar on the side over here. Let me pull out my calendar real quick and we'll do some math. So Free wants to know if we get to a $4 billion market cap. If we get to a $4 billion market cap, is that going to be a 50x? Well, let me just do this. How about this? We do 80 million times 50 equals, move this out of the way here. 1, 2, 3. So a 50x from where we're at right now, Free, would be a $4 billion market cap. So you are 100% not confused. You are correct. You are correct. That would be a 50x would be at 40 billion. So I'm sorry, 4 billion would be a 50x. So imagine, if we get to 8 billion from where we're at right now, that would be a 100x, right? Did I confuse myself right now? Yeah, no, that would be a 100x. Yeah. Now I'm confused, but I'm pretty sure we're correct. Yeah, 8 billion would be a 100x from where we're at right now. 8 billion. Just think about that. Just 8 billion. Imagine if we get up to, like we always say, imagine if we get up to where Shiba's at, or Shiba was. Imagine if we get to where Dogecoin was, 80 billion. Huh. God, you guys are going to be buying islands. Put it like that. You're going to be buying islands. Jojo, what's going on? So Jojo said, bro, what the F? I was working in between break. Good morning. What's going on, bro? Soul said we should tag Binance for Milady. You think they don't know about Binance, bro? Trust me, they know. You think Binance doesn't know about ladies? They know about it, right? Like I told you, they're not forced to add anything as of right now because the volume is still not to where it's on their radar to add it to their listing right now, right? They have other things. There's other projects right now that are just doing $100 million volume plus right now that they're probably looking at or listing stuff like that. So right now they know about Milady, obviously. They know about Milady for sure. But at the same time, they're probably not tempted yet to add to their exchange. Give it time. Like I said, eventually they're going to be forced once the hype kicks in for Milady and we're at $1 billion market cap or whatever we're at, and they still haven't listed us, they're going to be poised to do it. And same with Coinbase. And it's going to play out exactly how we want it to. So let's see here. Berto said, long-time listener, been following you and you've been on point with Milady, crossing fingers for financial freedom. And you know what, Berto? I appreciate that, bro. And that's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. That's what we're all here for at the end of the day, is we're all here to get that financial freedom, whether it's through Milady, through whatever projects you guys are invested on with crypto. But crypto is going to be the way for you to reach that financial freedom, right? It's most likely going to be the way, unless you have other investments out there that might do, just as well or have an opportunity to do even better. There's really not, a lot of things out there unless you're opening up a business that's about to go crazy or something like that. This is the way for the little guy to get an edge, right? This is the way for the little guy to find that financial freedom, getting into some of these projects, that we're invested in, like particularly, like I said, Milady, right? I think at the end of the day, Milady's is even if it doesn't, it doesn't let you necessarily retire. Financial freedom isn't just us. I mean, obviously that's the goal, right? Is us to retire and just, be able to live a free life, obviously, right? But even if, let's just say in this next bull run, you're able to accumulate $50,000 or $100,000, right, off of Milady, that to me is a sense of financial freedom, because now you have $100,000 in your bank account. You can do stuff to where you can invest in other projects or other, whatever the case may be, so where you can maybe 10x that 100 grand, or maybe that 10 grand might be the initiative to where you're like, you know what, my house is paid off, I don't have a car payment, 100 grand, I'm quitting my job, or whatever the case may be. The point is that's a solid foundation, for you to start getting your financial freedom. Now, obviously, we're all here, we're hoping for the most. We're hoping for that 500x. And for some of us in here, that 500x would mean millions of dollars in our portfolios. Let's see here. So Thomas asked, what's your observation on what Jasmy is doing? So let's see here. My observation on Jasmy is Jasmy's been kicking butt. Right? Jasmy's been absolutely kicking butt. We cover this a lot. I think with Jasmy, the fact that Jasmy has the backing of all the Asian community over in Asia. You have all these Asian countries now, particularly Japan, that are really backing Jasmy. I think that, the money that could come into Jasmy, that's already came into Jasmy, but I think in the long run, this thing could be very epic. I really do. Now, I haven't been able to confirm. There was a lot of talk and stuff like that like Sony was, was working with Jasmy and stuff like that. And Japan basically accepted Jasmy and stuff like, a lot of this stuff I wasn't able to particularly confirm. But from what I'm seeing is that the Asian community has really gotten behind Jasmy. And I think that's a force to reckon with right there, because the Asian community has trillions of dollars, right? And a lot of countries are really wary on crypto. A lot of countries are wary on crypto as far as they're looking at crypto as a possible it's competition to their currency, right? So, when you see something like Jasmy break out and you see a lot of these Asian communities over in Asia that are just, behind Jasmy particularly, I think that the money is held up over there, and I think at the end of the day, this thing could absolutely explode. We already been talking about it, $1 Jasmy down the road easily can happen for Jasmy. So that's pretty much what I've been saying. Now, short term, I think that Jasmy's obviously going to start shattering, cents as it goes, right? Right now, it's been holding this 2 cent as we've been talking about. I think the next catalyst, we have it listed right here, 2.5 cents. 2.8 cents, and then I think once it gets there, obviously the next thing to do, right, is get to 3 cents, and I think it's going to shatter 3 cents. I think we're going to be talking about a 5 cent Jasmy in the next few weeks, possibly maybe in the next month or two, as the rest of the market is moving up as well. But there's just a fact, like I keep saying, that Jasmy has the whole Asian side of the world, really on its side. I think Jasmy could potentially do some crazy things in this next bull run and in the future. So let's see here. Berto said, how many zeros would be dropped if a 4 billion market cap? So I don't know exactly, and I'm not, I try to do the math on that $4 billion market cap, but I believe what I saw was that's technically about 2 zeros dropped, getting up to about a $4 billion market cap, if I'm not mistaken. About a 2, possibly 3 zeros. I think the 3 zeros is a $10 billion market cap. So you can look at it as, if we get up towards the billions, obviously we're going to drop 2 zeros. When we get up to about 10 billion, that's 3 zeros dropped off of Milady. Now remember, we just dropped a zero. So when I did the math, this is when we had an extra zero. Now I'm looking at the price. I'm like, wait, did we lose a zero? That's right, we lost a zero. It was yesterday 7 zeros. Now we're at 6 zeros. Watch how fast, bro. What if we just start knocking zeros out the park? That is gonna, bro. Epic times ahead of us, guys. Epic times ahead of us. Let's see here. Jojo said Sony is big in music. Not sure if it can relate to Jasmy yet. Who knows? That's what I'm saying. If we get, I personally haven't got confirmation that they are in talks with Jasmy as far as Sony. But if that's true, that's going to be epic. That's going to be epic because Sony is all around. I mean, you got Sony in gaming. You got Sony in music. Sony's in movies. You know, you got that's what I'm saying. It's endless. You know, so Sony's a $1 billion company. Nico said in the near future, you're not going to be able to read the messages. We're going to be too many people on the channel. You'll be the next George. That's what's up, Nico. I appreciate that. That's why I was telling you guys, as the channel moves up, you know, a lot of everybody that's been here from the get, right? Even our people that just joined recently, you know, I'm going to make a lot of people mods for two reasons. Obviously, I want you guys, because the chat is going to be going crazy, and I don't want to be distracted having to monitor the chat and make sure everything is going, you know, good in the chat and, you know, as far as like running the show. So at the same time, I want to have a lot of people in here that are mods, but also when you guys talk, it'll be highlighted so I can kind of see in between, you know, everything that's going on. But my goal, I've told you guys this from the go, is having the chat on slow motion and being able to communicate with everybody, right? That's one thing I think as a YouTuber, me personally, that's what I want to stand out and be different. Not saying that everybody else doesn't, but I want to just be there, and I want to make sure that anybody that comes in, new or old, I can communicate with you and hopefully answer your questions, or at least try to answer your questions, right? And I want you guys to interact amongst yourselves too. So let's see here. George said, George, I don't speak Spanish, bro, but he said something about Puerto Rico. Saludo. Anybody can translate that for me? Let's see here. TJ, 4 billion divided by total supply will give you price. Okay, I see. Well, TJ, you do the math and give us the answer. All right, bro? Oh, okay. So George is saying salute from Puerto Rico. Hey, what's going on, brother, man? So you're Boricua. Okay. Believe it or not, guys, I got some breaking news. Believe it or not, you guys know I live in Florida, right? I'm Cuban and Puerto Rican. Believe it or not, I am Cuban and Puerto Rican, but George is going to shake his head right now. I don't speak any Spanish. I know, it's crazy. Something I've had to deal with. I have a beautiful tan. You know, I've lived in Florida my whole life, and a lot of people speak Spanish around in Florida, right? Because we have a lot of different diversities, and I don't speak Spanish. I've gotten away with just speaking English. So my daughter is starting to learn Spanish. Her mom is from Cuba. So she tries to speak, you know, teach her Spanish, but I'm so Americanized. So, but I appreciate that, George. Salute from America, from Florida, bro. And Randy, thank you for the translations. Flip, yo, bro, cover Myro is looking like a big listen coming. Thank you so much for the $10, Flip. I really appreciate that. You know, we were just talking about Myro earlier. Let's bring it up. So you guys know I bought in on Myro. About 10 cents. One thing I want to say about Myro that we've already kind of covered is that I think that Myro is going to get to $1. I really do think it's going to get to $1. All it needs to do is get to where Bunk is right now. If it gets to where Bunk or Pepe is, it's going to exceed $1 because the circulating supply is around 944 million. I think this project easily is going to get to $1. So I just been holding. If we see any dips like around 5 or 6 cents, I'm just continuing to add to my bag. But I think Myro is going to be a big project as far as getting to that $1. And right now, given that DeFi is starting to light back up, I wouldn't be surprised if Myro starts getting back up towards its local highs that it made. Well, really, these were all-time highs at around 24 cents. So, dude, I'm right there with you. I'm invested in Myro. I think Myro is going to be a big player as well. And you notice that Dog with Hat's doing really well. Obviously, with the listing of Robinhood in the Europe market. Also, Bunk has been doing really well. A lot of the OG DeFis, and I call them OGs because they've been out for the last few months. Really, they were the ones that were going crazy on the Solana DeFi. You know, Myro I think is next as far as going crazy and making some big price ranges on here. So, as far as looking at Myro, let's zoom in a little bit and see if we can find some spots. So you guys already know we have this spot right here at around 5 cents is going to be a solid spot for some support. If you have the luxury of seeing a 5-cent Myro, that would be a big drop from where it's at right now. Me personally, I just keep buying in by the thousands because like I said, I feel like buying it at 5 cents, this thing is going to be at $1 eventually. So right now, just think about that. $1 buys you 100 Myro. When we get up to $1, that $5 is going to be worth $100. So think about it. If you're buying 1,000 right now at $50, if it drops down to 5 cents, you're spending $50. You're getting 1,000, I believe, if I'm correct, that's going to be $1,000 eventually. And this next, whenever it gets up to $1, I feel a sneeze coming on. So let's see. Yep, hold on. Whew. Sorry about that. Bro, the pollen has been so bad down here in Florida. I don't normally have allergies, but it's like when I went out to my car is like green. It's like green from the pollen. So, whew. But yeah, I think Myro flip. I think Myro is going to be a big mover. It's been really hanging tight at around this 11 cents. It did jump up to 12 and got rejected. So right now, it's a big, spot right now that we're kind of looking as far as finding some support above this 10-cent mark where we're pretty much bouncing right now. You can see where we bounce multiple times. This spot right here, we need confirmation that we're going to stay above this 10-cent mark, and I think we're going to start moving up towards local highs. So I think Myro is going to do really well, bro. I hope you're invested. We'll have to celebrate together. Thank you again for that $10 flip. I really appreciate that. Let's hear. TJ said if they don't list WIF, then they definitely won't list Myro. What are you talking about? Pepe's on fire. We'll pull that up. TJ, what are you talking about? If they don't list WIF, then they definitely won't list Myro. What are you talking about? So Randy said, I came to the channel because of Milady in the title. That is going to move it fast when Ladies is running. Okay. Let's go back. Keep an eye on Ladies. And let's go check out Pepe real quick because someone said Pepe's having a big move. We saw on the bubbles Pepe was up again today. Yeah, Pepe is just continuing to move. Look at this thing. What's the market cap on Pepe nowadays? This thing's going to probably get to $2 billion. 1.6 billion. Look at that. One thing about Pepe that has just been blowing my mind is that Pepe, the volume has just been out of control. I mean, it's down 5% on the volume today. And look at this. It's at $1.2 billion volume for the day. $1.2 billion for the day. That's absolutely insane. That really is. Just imagine if we can get Milady to get volume like that. $1 billion in volume in a day. Just imagine that, guys. That's crazy. Pepe definitely came back from the dead. And it's really, I mean, this project is absolutely shattering. I want to see, so where's the okay. So look at this. All-time high from what TradingView is saying is it's around the 43. Looks like, let's see here. If you were to measure that out, Pepe's only 13%. 13% away from an all-time high. That is just crazy. What do you guys think? You think Pepe is going to hit an all-time high in the next week? Should we have a poll? But TJ, who are you talking about? Who's they is what I'm asking. Who's they? So Randy said, I got 1.1 billion of Pepe. Nice. That's a solid bag right there. Light said, I am up 9,400 in profit on Milady. Bro, ain't that crazy how it's paying off, bro? It's paying off. And I know you're tempted right now to hit that sell button, bro. I know you're tempted to hit that sell button. Because I know I would be itching, right? I'm up 10 grand. I'm like, like fighting my own hand. Like, no, don't do it. Sitting there. Someone walks into my house. They're like, what is going on? I'm like, he's trying to sell. I'm talking to my right hand. They walk in and my right hand is like tied to the wall or something or chained up. You know, like that's how I would be like sitting here trying to like freaking. I mean, at the end of the day, I think you understand that 9 grand, that's a big move right there, right? But you know where we're headed. You know where we're headed. And at the same time, I tell you guys, you know, I just made these mistakes not too long ago, selling too short, right? Selling myself short on a lot of these projects that are now have even doubled where I sold, right? So, you know, obviously you do whatever you have to do. Everybody has different financial situations and stuff like that. But, you know, I think my opinion is that if all of us, you know, the longer we hold, I think the more it's going to benefit us, right? So, but like I said, you do what you got to do. You never know what the future is going to hold, right? We don't know what the future is going to hold with crypto or anything like that. Let's see here. Kid Talk said Corgi is still up. Yeah, we were checking Corgi out a little while ago. Let me move this over here. Let's see here. Corgi. I'll just go to my watch list. Anybody know about M-Share? M-Share is pretty big on Chronos too. I'm invested on that. Let's see here. So Corgi, yeah, Corgi's up 15% for the day. You guys, I mean, we talked about Corgi last night. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Corgi gets to like, when DeFi season kicks in, I wouldn't be surprised if Corgi gets to like, you know, multi-billion-dollar market cap. I mean, it's at $900 million right now. That is absolutely insane for a DeFi project on Chronos. I think Corgi, I wouldn't be surprised if Corgi AI gets listed on some big exchanges. That could be a big move right there for Corgi. You know, possibly getting dropped on like maybe Coinbase or Binance. That would be a big move for Corgi. I really do think. Let's see here. Randy said, laugh aloud, you're hilarious. I appreciate that. I try to bring the comedy into crypto, right? I really do. Nico said, Pepe and Bunk probably will jump this ball run like Shiba knew last bull run. Oh, he said bull run. I'm sitting here reading ball run. And TJ said, oh, on central exchanges. Okay, I see what you're saying. So TJ, dog with hat. I don't know if you caught it earlier, but I said it already is listed on Robinhood, but only on the Europe Robinhood. It got listed on Robinhood, bro. So what a lot of people are speculating is that obviously it's going to be listed in America on Robinhood, and most likely Coinbase will probably follow suit behind it. So dog with hats already listed on central exchanges. Now, is Myro going to be listed on, you know, one of those exchanges anytime soon? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. You know what I'm saying? Because dog with hat is just going absolutely nuts right now. I mean, the volume's going crazy. You know, it's getting a lot of exposure. But I don't think Myro really needs to be put onto an exchange for it to get to $1, is my opinion. I think that it could easily, just trading on Solana, this thing could get on to get on there. Let's see here. So if you haven't voted, vote. We got 10 votes in right now. The question is will Pepe break all-time highs in the next week? And just looking at where we're at right now, Pepe just broke above again, or tried to, above this fib retracement. You can see Pepe's not far. Only 13%, I believe. No, now it's 12% away from this all-time high. So I personally think it is. I personally think it's probably, I think what Pepe is most likely going to do is it's going to come up to this all-time high. And let's just map it out right now. I think this thing's going to come up to this all-time high, but it's going to have a fight, you know, in front of it. I think coming up to that all-time high, that's going to be a big spot for some solid resistance. You know, just because it's an all-time high, who knows? Who knows? But you guys can see this thing. Look, it's not far whatsoever. Not far whatsoever. And look at this confirmation that it did. It bounced off this 382. Look at that. Beautifully bounced. Gave the confirmation. This is what I'm telling you guys when we talk about confirmations on support. This thing gave the confirmation on support at the 382, and boom, went on for another run. So it looks great. What's old Milady doing? She's looking good right now, guys. She's back to retesting that 11 mark. Remember, this 11 mark is going to be a big spot for some resistance. What I would love to see is us do something like what Pepe did to the 382, and let's make some candles above this 11 right here, you know, and confirm that we have support above this 11 mark. And I think we're going to blow through the top of this fib retracement. Guys, let's map out for Milady's. How far are we from these local highs? You just don't... I guess we didn't realize how much Milady's freaking pumped last time. This thing went crazy. It took me like a couple scrolls to scroll out to see. We're only 56% away from this local high right here. You guys can see. We're only 56% away from the local highs for Milady. And really, you know, taking in consideration that for the last month, so we're 56% away from the local high. Look what we've done in a month. We're up 105%. We're at 66% in the last week. So Milady's could easily get to these local highs. Easily get to these local highs very quickly. Very, very quickly, guys. This chart's looking really well. Looking really well. So how much Milady do we need to make 100K? Bailey asked. Well, I mean, I guess you're asking like, I mean, it depends, right? I mean, you got to take a lot in consideration, right? You got to consider where do we think it's going to go, right? And we all have I mean, me personally, I have an estimate of somewhere around $2 to $10 billion market cap, right? So for what you have right now, let's let's look at the $10 billion market cap that I believe is going to be, I think we just mapped it out a little while ago. It's at 100. Oh, 100x is up to 8. So you're probably looking at like 100 and maybe 120x at 10 billion. So for you to get to $100,000 right now, you would need to have, if we get up to that 10 billion, you would need to have at least $1,000 in Milady right now to get to that 100 grand right now. If it gets to what we're predicting, somewhere around there. Obviously, the more you have, the better of you hitting that that 100,000, because then you don't need to wait till 10 billion. Let's say you have $2,000 in right now. All you need to do is get a 50x. So it would need to get up to about $5 billion for you to get $100,000. So hope that answers your question. Light said, "Nope, I'll get to my goal. I'm extremely patient." There you go, bro. Patience is key. Captain Crypto, what's crazy is these top YouTubers don't even know anything about Milady. You know what it is, Captain, is you think that George and you know, all the other, you know, really top YouTubers, you think they know of Milady, but it's not on their radar. It's not on their radar, and you guys know how it works. This was just like in 2021 when with the YouTube, a lot of people really didn't talk about Shiba much. They didn't talk about Shiba until it was already up like 1,000%. Now they were talking about Shiba, right? And that's what they're going to do. A lot of these big YouTubers are only going to cover, you know, the bigger projects, right? They're only going to cover the bigger projects. They still look at like meme coins as like, you know, like they're above meme coins for a lot of them. I'm not saying that, you know, like George talks about meme coins, right? He'll talk about meme coins. And you have to remember too, what we're looking at as far as like ladies, it's on our radar. Doesn't mean they don't like ladies or anything like that, but they have other meme coins that's on their radar, you know, that they think are going to be potentially, you know, big players. So that kind of goes back to where I was saying this bull run, there's going to be a lot of competition for meme coins, particularly just because there's a lot out there that are potentially trying to fight for that top 10 spot. Back in 2021, there was only Doge and Shiba that were really top contenders. Now you fast forward to 2024 and you have a full spectrum of at least like 20 different meme coins that are all looking to get up in that top 10 spot, per market cap whenever we are in the middle of this bull run. So no problem, Bailey. Prodigy said, can you go over like a summary of Milady, what I've missed? So let's see here. So for Milady, let's just go over it. Really nothing crazy. We topped out at the top of this fib at around the 11 mark earlier. I was saying, I want to see this thing really hold this spot right here, which is this this support level right here at around 11. You can see we technically have not formed any kind of confirmation above. So I was saying if we do retrace, it's perfectly fine. The two spots that we're looking for retracement is obviously going to be this first spot right here at the 10.4. That's going to be a big spot that we want to see us pretty much find that support, right? We want to find that support, see that nice bounce. If we are able to find support at the 10.4, we're not far from where we were just topped out at, and we'll probably be there within the next, today, tomorrow, depending on how the market works. But the pivotal spot that I was saying that we really want to hold, mentally, is the 10 mark, right? We just ate that zero. We want to stay above and make sure we hold that zero off, right? We're at 6 zeros now. We really don't want to gain that 7-0 back, but if we do, it is what it is. I think it's going to be short-lived now that we've been kind of sitting for the last few hours, today above the 10 mark. So if we do bounce down, and we jump at the 99 mark, somewhere around this 10, breaking down a little bit below around that 99 mark is going to be a big spot for some support, I think, at the end of the day. But I would like us to not even get near that spot whatsoever. I'm trying to zoom in to see, so you guys can see, zooming in on the 15-minute, the 20-day. Let me see if I can zoom in any more. All right. So you guys can see as of earlier, we were just hitting the 20-day, holding its support. We did break it a little bit, jumped up above, but you can see now we have broke a little bit below the 20-day, and we'll see how this plays out, but it looks like we're hitting our head on it. So we most likely, hopefully, will hold the 50-day support, and like I said, this will hold right now somewhere around the 10.7, but we still have these spots right here, like I just listed, that are going to be, at the end of the day, spots of some solid support. Hopefully, at the end of the day, we want to hold this 10 mark, right? We want to hold this 10 mark and then just kind of set up for this next run. So let's see here. George was laughing. Nico said George was laughing at Shiba Inu on his channel in 2021. Not even more. He changed his mind about meme coins. Oh, 100%. And you know what? That's what I told you guys back in 2021. If you said you were invested in Doge or Shiba, people were like laughing at you. But after everything played out, who was really laughing? Who was really laughing? When you look at the top gainer for 2021 was Shiba, right? So I mean, who's really was laughing? That's why a lot of people. I said this plenty of times where even the maxis, the people. I mean, you're never gonna really be able to convince a maxi to buy a diehard maxi to buy into a meme coin, which is perfectly fine. Everybody has their own genre of what they like to buy in on. Some people are very pro fundamentals. They're so about fundamentals, and a lot of us are too. That's why I tell you guys to be diversified, right? But you want to have one of these big players in your arsenal, right? Something like Milady, because yes, it doesn't have any fundamentals right now. These things are solely ran off of hype, but we saw what hype does in 2021. It makes people rich, when hype gets behind some of these projects. So you can laugh all you want, and be like, this doesn't have any fundamentals. You must be new to the game, because hype runs projects farther than fundamentals, unfortunately, as far as crypto. Now, fundamentals in the long term will play out very well for any project. That's why I say diversify. Make sure you guys have all your different kind of checks, in balance as far as in your portfolios. You don't want to be 100% solely on just a meme coin. You want to have, other projects, especially projects that do have great fundamentals, that have big, bright futures ahead of them. But what you're going to see as far as those 1000X are not going to be from a project that already is at 10, $20 billion most likely. You're going to see those 1000x off of a meme coin that's at $80 million. That's about to get all the hype in the world, and it's about to go freaking absolutely parabolic like Milady. So, and you know another thing too, and I'm not knocking George because I think George is awesome. I think he's awesome. If he's listening right now, you're the man. You give everybody so much hype, to just, dollar cost average in and not be scared during those dips. So I'm not saying anything about George whatsoever, but he hated ICP, and then he hated ICP, will not freaking cover ICP whatsoever, and look, ICP in the last few months has gone absolutely berserk, and he has slightly changed his tone on ICP, but you can still kind of see he's kind of like he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to acknowledge ICP. I think ICP and the long run is going to be one of the top 10 cryptos, in the space. I really do think, with all their fundamentals and stuff like that. So, but everybody, to each is their own, right? To each is their own. Let's see here. Did I miss anything? Kid Talk said George didn't believe in Shiba on the next. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. George didn't believe in Shiba on the last bull run when Shiba was very high. That was the time when he added Shiba to his portfolio. Same thing will happen with Milady. Let's hope. And then what we're all going to do? We're going to go onto his channel. Everybody from the Crypto FUD community is going to come in there, and we're going to just sit there and spam when he starts talking about Milady. We're going to all go in there and just spam him. Watch. Prodigy said, I think it will go to 1600. That's what the fib was showing. Let's see here. What are you talking about? What you talking about, G? For Milady? And Free said, people are still laughing at meme coins now, such as Dogilon. Almost said it. Dogilon, Lady, Shiba, Doge. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Randy said, so are we still having a live tonight? Possibly. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a live. It might not be as late, like around 6 or 7, because I'm going to see, I'm taking my daughter tonight to go see that movie, Dune. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's the second part of Dune. We're going tonight, like around 8 o'clock. So we'll see how it goes. But we're kind of excited to go see a movie tonight. I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I'm like, not like ADD, but I like to like move around a lot, and like be on the go. So like me being like confined into a movie for 3 hours, I'm like, whew. Like I even if it's a good movie, I can't wait. I usually at home, I watch my movies in parts, because it's like I'm watching a movie and then I get up and I go do something and then I come back and push play again. Like that's how I usually watch my movies. So when it's in the theater, it has to be a very interesting movie for me to really like just sit there and like just be contained and be happy about it, right? But for her, I'll do it, right? For her, I'll do it. And what's awesome too is all the movie theaters, they sell beer now, right? So I can just have a nice big cold beer, right there watching my movie, eating some Sour Patches and some popcorn and stuff like that. Today I was at the gym and I was like, I gotta stay for an extra like 30 minutes because I'm gonna be eating a bunch of sweets tonight. So so let's see here. So we got about 20 votes on the poll, and it looks like it's 68% saying that Pepe is gonna break an all-time high in the next week, and 32% are saying, are you freaking kidding me? This thing is not going up to an all-time high. We'll see. Maybe it'll do it. Maybe it'll jump up during the live, right? Let's see here. Oh, from the last low to the new local high. Okay, I see. So you did a fib. That's a big fib right there. Let's see. So Prodigy, did you do your low from when we dropped down to the 200 day right here? Is this where you did your fib? On the 30-minute? Let me see. I think this is going to be too many. I have too many freaking lines. I might have to like start deleting all these lines down here now that we've kind of blown past them, just because this thing is getting to be like a freaking scramble. Look at all the progress we've done, guys. You guys remember all these videos? These were all videos that we did. All this on our way up. You know, all these bull flags and and channels and stuff that we were in. All this. I like to keep it on there just so for memories, right? So you're saying from the last pump we had the low, then marked a new local high. But what I'm asking you is, so are you grabbing the low from like down here right before this big pump? Is what I'm saying. So let me see. So if that's what you're doing, let's just say this is what you're doing. So you're grabbing the low from down here up to the local high, right? And let's see, where's the 618? 618. Nah, that doesn't seem correct on my end, because the 618 we've already blown past it. But Prodigy is predicting you're saying we're gonna jump up. Oh, he's saying this is why we need a Telegram. Tell me this real quick, guys. Maybe you guys can fill me in on this. So I've been approached by a few companies that want to come on and they want to sponsor the channel, and they keep asking me to talk to them on Telegram. I'm looking at Telegram as like a scam, like kind of like WhatsApp. What do you guys think? What's your opinion on that? Because right when all of them, it's been different companies. They're like, hey, they've reached out. They're like, we want to sponsor the channel. You know, we like what you're doing. Blah 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 blah. You know, and we want to offer your users. It was exchanges, multiple exchanges, and they're like, we want to offer your users like these big deals exclusive for the channel. And I'm like, yo, that's what's up. But then right when I start interacting with them, they're like, talk to us on Telegram. And I'm like, bro, I don't, you know, I'm a like corporate kind of guy. I'm like, email is usually pretty, you know, where I stand. And when I start talking about WhatsApp and Telegram, I'm like, that sounds scammy-ish. Randy said Telegram is fine, I think. No, what they're saying is a scam. Telegram isn't. Scam alert. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I don't play that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, right when you start saying like, meet me on a different, like, I'm like, bro, we're talking on email, right? What's the big deal? You know, we can do everything right here on email. So, but we are, this weekend, remember, I don't know if you guys remember, I said I'm going to set up a Discord for the channel. So we definitely will be able to talk. We all can just kind of chit chat, and I'll also be able to give you guys alerts when I'm going to go live, or when I plan on going live and stuff like that. Let me scroll up on the chat because I know I missed a couple things here. So Froggy said, Crip, you're doing a good job. I will make this short. I am a trucker and I am spreading the word about Milady on the CB radio. Haha, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Thanks for the support, dude. Be careful out there driving, bro. And listen, just like we have a guy on the channel that's in the service, Adam. Same thing for my truckers, bro. Nothing but respect. Nothing but respect for the truckers, bro. So that's awesome, bro. I appreciate the kind words. Let's see here. Discord is good too. Yeah, I mean, Discord is good, but these people, they're not gonna be like, meet me on Discord, you know? Yeah, it sounds like a scam, but I could be wrong. As long as you didn't give them any important info. Oh, heck, I would never. If they're sponsoring the channel, they're sending the money to us, right? They're sending the money to me. If they're asking me, oh, yeah, so for us to sponsor, we're gonna need you to invest $1,000, and be like, bro, like, you think I was born yesterday? My sister, I'll keep it short, but my sister just got out of college, like maybe like a last year for art design. And she's on, I forgot what it was. It was whatever, Indeed. She's on Indeed, and a company reached out to her, right? And they're like, yeah, we want to start you off at like $70 an hour. And she was so ecstatic. And I was like, you know what? Right when she told me and the family, I was like, that sounds fishy. And she kind of was looking at me like really? Like, you're going to, like, why are you saying this? And I'm like, looking at her, I'm like, that sounds fishy. $70 an hour. You just got out of college. You have no experience, And that's all I said. And a week later, she contacted us, and she's like, yeah, they scam me. They had them sending her, or she was sending them money. And I'm like, what company is going to ask, they want to hire you and they're asking you to send them money, you know? And I'm just like, we're all looking at her like, and I told her, I said, listen, you're just getting out there in the real world. If something seems too good to be true, a lot of times it is not, it's a scam, you know? So anytime any employer is going to come out to you, usually, unless it's like some kind of a pyramid scheme where you have to buy in and then you have to do the same thing to somebody else, they're trying to scam you, right? So, yeah, Prodigy, listen, I promise you, we're going to have a Discord. I'll have a Discord set up for this weekend. I'll set it up for this. I'm setting up this weekend so we can all interact via Discord, you know, not just on here whenever I'm live and stuff like that. So we'll have a 24/7 chat going on. So I guess I'm going to move this, this fib retracement to the top right here. So technically this is from the bottom to the top right here. You can see now it looks like it makes sense. We have the 0.5 for, this is for Pepe. Let's see here. So most people right now, we still have more votes coming in. A couple more votes, still at around 68-32. It's only 9% away from all-time highs, guys. Who put no on there? We should have put some bets on there. So let's see here. So Milady right now is coming down to a pivotal spot. Remember, we were talking about this spot right here as support, the 10-4, and you guys can see it's struggling right now. It just broke below, but look, it went right back. So this thing's struggling. What is Bitcoin doing right now? Let's zoom in on Bitcoin a little bit and see what the hell is going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's holding our Miladys down right now. So you guys can see for Bitcoin, you can see, look, it keeps hitting its head on this this spot right here that's basically flipped into resistance on the 61.6. So we'll have to see how this plays out. You know, obviously not worried whatsoever. We all know how this works. You know, we'll even come down to some of these levels and then the next day we'll be at a new all-time high, right, for Bitcoin. So it's just unfortunate if something like that was to happen. It's going to bring Milady down, you know, and we're going to lose some of these gains that we have. But at the end of the day, like I keep telling you guys, right now, obviously we want to see these projects do the best, right? We want to see them do the best. But right now, all eyes should be on Bitcoin with the halving. We want to see Bitcoin just do its best as far as get to all-time highs. Alt season is not here yet. It will kick in. And everything, even where we're at right now, is going to be not even worth talking about because we're going to be so freaking high up when we get into altcoins. And this thing is going to move up so fast that, you know, even these little dips that we're seeing here and there, not going to be a big deal. Not going to be a big deal whatsoever. So if anything, as we continue our day to day, if we do see any kind of breaks, we're holding this spot for right now. You know, it's trying to hold. I think it's going to probably break. Honestly, I think it's going to break. I think we're going to come back down. Like I said, we're going to probably come back down towards this 10 mark. I think if we get down to the 10, we're briefly going to probably bounce down towards the 99, 98, somewhere around there, and then kind of teeter-totter back up to the 10. Right, back up to the 10. But don't worry because you guys know how fast Milady moves. Milady moves. So we are perfectly fine. The fact is that we ate up a zero this quick should tell you guys, you know, what we have ahead of us. We have some big things ahead of us, big moves. So don't worry. Don't worry about a thing. Let's see here. So Prodigy say bet because I predicted we would break a zero from my fibs, and we did so. I'm confident we will see 16 soon. Okay. Randy said, by the way, I got wrecked yesterday trying to trade Bitcoin. What happened? Randy? Free said, Ethereum obviously dictates the movement of other alts as well. I stay watching both. Oh, yeah. You guys know what we always say. Bitcoin's the cream of the crop for the whole crypto market, and Ethereum's going to be the top dog for alts, right? Ethereum's going to be the top dog for alts. And that's another thing too, is that's another confirmation that we're going to know when we're in altcoin season. When Ethereum is breaking to new all-time highs, you're going to see the alts doing so as well, right? That's when, like we already said, you're going to see the Bitcoin dominance retracing like crazy, getting down to the lower 40s. That's when you're going to know, Bitcoin is absolute, or the altcoins are going crazy. Corgi's on a nice run, guys. Let's see real quick. Look, Arbitrum and Robinhood partnership user a new era for decentralized finance swaps. Look at this. Arbitrum. What have I been telling you guys? Telling you, Arbitrum is going to be a big competitor to Solana. Been telling you guys this for a long time. And this right here is nothing but great for Milady as well, because Milady is on Arbitrum. This is very, very bullish for Milady, but also so bullish for Arbitrum right here. That's awesome. Ethereum scaling solution Arbitrum has partnered up with the trading app giant Robinhood to announce the new token swap and I can't read, guys. Integration in Robinhood's self-custody wallet. The companies made the joint announcement yesterday at the Ethereum Denver conference. The new integration lets Robinhood wallet users transact with Arbitrum. In the coming months, the two companies will provide support for several cross-chain token swaps that will tap the layer 2 for its cheap transaction costs and high speeds. And this, like I said earlier, Robinhood is basically they're about to open up the floodgates as far as their wallets. Right now they already have wallets, right? Custodial wallets. Now they're about to open up swaps. I didn't realize it was through Arbitrum that they're going to be opening up swaps to where you can basically use your Robinhood DeFi wallet and you can start swapping through for Arbitrum, with their low fees that's on the Arbitrum network. And remember, we covered this already earlier. Arbitrum's volume is steadily very high. Their ecosystem that they've built is going crazy. It's going crazy. $800 million volume for the day. Solana is at 1.3. Technically, that's about $500 million away from each other. But if you see, like, Ethereum is at about 2 billion. Solana's at 1.3. Binance is at about 900 million. Binance. So Arbitrum's right there with Binance. So, I mean, that just kind of gives you the perspective of where Arbitrum is right now. And Arbitrum hasn't even been out for a year. Imagine in the next few years, I think Arbitrum is going to be right there with Solana, honestly. I think it's going to be right there with Solana as far as their ecosystem and their DeFi. Real quick, Randy, thank you so much, brother, for the $5. I appreciate what you do every day, bro. Keep up the great work. Dude, thank you so much for the $5. I really do appreciate that, Randy. And also, dude, it's likewise. I thank you for coming in every day and just, supporting the channel, asking questions, bro, and being here with all of us. I really do thank you. Thank you so much for that $5. Froggy said, Crip, I go through the videos, buddy. Still looking for Sarah in the chat. I told you guys, she's somewhere in like 2100, somewhere like 100 years from now where we're at. She came back to let us know about PNG. And, PNG actually has been hit since she came. She came and she told us, look, Bitcoin's trying to retest that 61.6. Hopefully it breaks it. She came and told us about PNG, right? When it was down here, it shot up 300%. But since then, it's kind of retraced. So maybe we should start keeping our eyes on PNG, looking for some spots to maybe jump in on. I don't know anything about this project, though. I know nothing about it. But look at the market cap. $80 million. It's right there with Milady. As far as, and look at the supply, 200 million only in supply, circulating supply. This could be a very bullish, and it's on Coinbase. I'm interested. I really am interested. I wouldn't mind. We're gonna map this out, and maybe she'll come back. She'll come back from the future. So as far as PNG, if we're gonna keep our eyes on this, you can see it broke this fib right here at what is this? Damn, this fib is like forever ending. I think that's the 0.5. So you can see it broke the 0.5 and it's been hitting its head on the 0.5. Me personally, I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling everybody, putting it on record. If this thing gets towards the 618, I'm going to start buying in. That's around 33 cents. I'm going to start buying in on PNG. So we'll see. Something was up with Sarah. She knows something that we don't know. So I'm just telling you, when this drops down towards the 618, I'm going to start buying in if it drops down to that. So we'll see how it goes. Randy said, you got my wife saying, where's Sarah? Is she asking where's Sarah, or is she saying, Randy, who is Sarah? Who is this Sarah girl you keep talking about? Ay. That's too funny. Yeah, so this is very big for Arbitrum right here. And for, believe it or not, for Milady's. It really is. Let's see if there's anything worth talking about. See, Blast. You guys remember I was talking about this. See, Blast right here popped up. It's like up here on the third, up here on number 3 as far as DeFi. It says Blast hyped layer 2 chain sees most deposits leave within 1 day going live. Ooh. Damn, look at that. Holy crap. So let's see here. Total value locked on Blast slumped from 2.3 billion to 650 million after withdrawals were opened on Friday. 50% of the upcoming airdrops will be issued to Blast depositors, with the other 50% being allocated to developers. Several protocols, including Zora and Plith, have announced Blast integrations. Crypto traders who were point farming, also ahead of the Blast blockchain launch this week, may already be moving on. Investors who had staked Ether on Blast, a layer 2 network atop of Ethereum that launched Thursday, have already withdrawn 1.6 billion of the assets, the vast majority in the first 24 hours after the mainnet went live. Blast, promising on its website to be the only Ethereum layer 2 with native yield, announced a deposit-only bridge in November that quickly garnered more than 2 billion in deposits. Depositors receive Blast points for holding their Ethereum on Blast, and the assumption is that the points could eventually be redeemed for a token airdrop. In crypto trading, the pursuit of these points is known as points farming. So there you have it. That's for the new layer 2 project on Ethereum, Blast. So you guys know how I always say, and let's see if it's even on here. You guys know I always talk about these new projects that come out. You have to be very, very wary of these projects. You have to be very wary of these projects because, hold on one second. I just realized I had something in the oven. Mom, did you take that burger out of the oven? It probably burns all hell. Just turn it off and take it out. Don't do what I do and start cooking before you go live. Let's see here if Blast is even on here. Is this Blast? I don't think this is Blast. Nah. I don't even think it's so new that it's not on TradingView. Yeah, it's not even, they don't even have a freaking chart up yet for it. So yeah, but like I always tell you guys, just be very wary of these projects when they get dropped. You know, you have a lot of early investors in, you know, a lot of that stuff. A lot of people that are in the pre-market or airdrops or whatever the case may be. You know, or people just coming in for this instance. You can see just for staking Ethereum on their platform, they were able to get some kind of a gain. But right when they were able to sell out, they cashed out and they were done, right? So I wouldn't be surprised as we, you know, eventually when this chart comes up, I would love to look at it and see, because I'm always interested if you can get in on a layer 2 project when it's like under $1 billion. A lot of times it'll play off. You know, Arbitrum when it started, it was at like 1 billion, and now Arbitrum's at like probably 3 billion, I believe. Yeah, it's at 2.5 billion. So I mean, it's already 2.5x in the last year. as far as market cap. So, and I think that thing is going to continue to move as we go. But real quick, guys, just to recap, I think everything's looking good. We're looking good as far as Milady. Hopefully we hold. So far, we've bounced multiple times right here at this 10.4. Remember, if we drop below that 10.4, this 10 mark is going to be where we're looking for next. This 10 mark is what I would love to just hold. Us basically holding that 6-0 mark, right? And not getting back the 7 zeros. But if we do, I think it's going to be short-lived. Maybe we'll drop down towards the 99, find some support somewhere around this 20-day moving average. So, but I think at the end of the day, we are looking good. We're continuing to move. You can see this chart. We have been just continuing to move up with some retracements here and there. So take advantage of those dips. Take advantage of those dips. Dollar cost average in, because in the long run, it's going to play off for us, right? So, but the crypto market itself doesn't look bad. We have some big movers today. Some of them are going to be small downs as far as some of the projects, but it is what it is. Bitcoin's not struggling, but it's really trying to get up to these higher levels. But the fact that it's at 61,000 right now, I think people just are not giving Bitcoin the credit that it needs, right? So, but other than that, Kid Talk said it's 1 a.m. here in the Philippines. That's crazy. The sun's it's 12 p.m. where I'm at, in the middle of the day, where I'm at, bro. That's crazy. We're literally on the other side of the world from each other, man. That's crazy. Well, listen, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Let's real quick. I do want to bring up what is Pepe. So we have 69% saying it's gonna probably hit an all-time high in the next week. You guys can see real quick, it is technically 10% away. So we'll check it out maybe on tonight's stream. If not, remember, weekends, we're going to have an early stream again for tomorrow and Sunday. So make sure, if you guys aren't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit the like. And other than that, guys, I'm going to leave it there. You guys have a wonderful Friday and be safe out there, all right? I'll see you guys again.